Good morning, everybody. Danny and Wanda back from Pecan Grove. Guys, the day has come. I'm not supposed to be out here doing what I'm doing, but I'm taking, Ms. Wanda helped me. We filled a hopper full of fertilizer. We just took little small buckets and we filled one little bucket up and relay it over here and put it in here because I'm not supposed to lift over 10 pounds. We got it full, and I've got the tractor set up to lay the corn by. Now, the corn, I'm going to, it's not good. I said this in the beginning. I've got some corn this tall, and I've got some corn this tall, and some this tall. So this is the final lay-by. Some of it's going to get lent over real bad, and I'm just hoping it don't break it off because it is past time. I've had to have surgeries, and I've been down. I anticipated this was going to happen. After today, it will be what it is. You know, whatever's left is left. Now, what I've done, I came in here and put the disc killers on, and I have them set to put the dirt up to the corn. I have the hopper tube set to go right in front of this disc killer right here so that as it dumps the fertilizer out, the disc killer just covers it up instantly right there. So what we're going to be trying here is I'm going to have to go really slow because I'm not supposed to be riding lawnmowers, tractors. I'm not supposed to be doing any of this stuff. But if I don't do this today, we have rain moving in here after a while, and tonight and the next day and the next day. If I don't do it today, then we lose our whole crop of corn, and we can't afford to do that. That's a staple for us here at Pecan Grove. So I'll be going pretty slow, and hopefully I can make these disc killers go fast enough that they move enough dirt to actually lay the corn by. The problem with it is you have a clutch system here on this planter system that if your plows are not deep enough in the ground, the clutch don't lock in and it'll slip, you know. And when it slips, the chain don't turn, and the chain don't turn, fertilizer don't go in. So I've got to have it deep enough, fast enough that fertilizer comes out. Let me throw out a warning. I learned this the hard way when I was a young man. When you're applying fertilizer, if you don't have equipment like this, because this is going to put it out to the side of the plant, in the side of the row. But if you're the kind of person that has to come down and put it out by hand, be very, very careful, because if you're dropping fertilizer down beside corn and some of these grains right here happens to fall down in the very tip top of that corn, it's going to kill it. It'll get down in there and burn it and kill it. So make sure if you put it out, you get away from the corn, or you go slow enough that you make sure you don't hit the ears and roll off down in the corn. Because I used to, when I was a young guy, go down through there just throwing it like that. And my daddy said, "Boy, what are you doing?" And I told him, I said, "Well, I'm fertilizing the corn." He said, "Come back here and let me show you something." He said, "Look at here, that fertilizer done rolled off down in that corn." He said, "Now, son, that's going to die right there." He said, "Now, pay attention to what you're doing." And so from that point on, I took my time and would put it, you know, down beside the row here. That's the reason when I see somebody putting out fertilizer, if I see them just throwing it down the row, I already know they don't know what they're doing. So we're going to head out there to the field, and we're going to see if I have these set right. Still sitting on Miss Wanda's cushion from her chair on the porch. One of these days I'm going to get me a cushion for my tractor here.
day of fertilizing?
It won't. A hopper like that won't empty out every last little bit because the plate slides over the top and there's fertilizer on the bottom of it. So if I bump it, it keeps moving it in. We don't have any sweet potatoes planted this year for the first time in our life, and I bedded up that one row right there and put fertilizer to it so we can come stick some draws in the ground. We got some rain coming, it'd be perfect. But I've covered up about 10% of my corn.
But that's still a lot of corn.
There's still a lot of corn in there. But what it's done, I always try to look for the positive in everything. What it's done is the corn that I did cover up was so far behind that probably when the other corn gets up and gets going, it's just going to be little skinny stalks trying to grow up in amongst it.
And you'd be taking it out anyways.
And it would never produce. So what this has done is this has put my corn back to where most of it's close enough to each other in size that it'll all make now. Now, yeah, I didn't get as much grass out of it as I wanted because I had to go slower. And the grass didn't flip upside down and cover up with dirt. A lot of it just shoved over to the side and it's just going to come right back out. But my hopes is that the corn will get tall enough, fast enough now with this fertilizing rain coming that it will shade the ground to a point where the grass won't be quite so aggressive as it normally is. And two, the sun I'm hoping is going to straighten a lot of that corn back up because I was pushing the limit, because you could see it bending over as I was so scared I was breaking it. But I believe, one row's length this way, one row's length that way. You can't really tell it on the camera, but I believe the sun will straighten it all back up when it comes up. But nevertheless, we got it done before the rain.
And we have draws, so we can do that.
We do have the sweet potato draws.
And I am coming back in your skips and putting some sunflowers.
Okay,
if they make, okay. If they don't, but I am going to walk through there in a little while and put some sunflowers, I think.
And
because mine didn't come up that he planted.
Right, they didn't come up yonder. I bet it. Now y'all got to remember, this was planted down in a 6-inch deep water furrow. And now I have bedded up dirt a good 10 inches high probably on the sides of it.
You did throw dirt up to it last week before you had surgery.
Before I had surgery, I threw dirt up to it to where it was level. So that was already a good 6 inches of dirt that was up on the corn. And I just put another 10 inches. So we're talking about that corn is from where the top of the soil is now down to where the root base is about 12 to 16 inches underground. So hopefully we've got it where it'll be sturdy enough with this super El Nino coming. Let's just pray it's strong enough to stand any windstorms and all that we get. And I don't know. We'll just see how it does, y'all. So keep watching the saga of the Pecan Grove cornfield. Thank you guys from Pecan Grove.